Um, it was great. You know, we don't even get to practice in Moody. I can't even get to park. But I was happy to get back, and I think exams really put the kids under a lot of pressure, trying to get a schedule together for practice, and then the stress of these kids, a lot of them taking exams, hurt us. But now it's all basketball, you know. So hopefully we can get a lot accomplished, you know, being back home.
Brian Bernardi, 20 points in 23 minutes. Did you plan to play him this much, or were you just sort of riding the hot hand?
No. I think we've been trying to figure out how to get some of our subs in. And Uche's kind of earned his minutes because he gives us a little grit. Brian, you know, has struggled, but, you know, we just said, hell, we can go with him because, you know, Cotton's just dragging his leg. I don't feel, when I watch him practice, I don't feel like, you know, he's physically able to play. So we need to find somebody, and, you know, Brian can make shots. He tries to do what you ask. Sometimes it's you like speaking a foreign language, but he can make shots, and he cares. And then now we got to figure out how to get Jordan involved a little bit more. He's practiced better. This wasn't a real good matchup because they played 4 round 1, you know, and set a lot of ball screens. That would have impacted him a little bit. But we need to find a bench. And then tonight, you know, Nick gets foul trouble. Cannon gets early foul trouble. Ryan gets foul trouble. Nick fouls out early. So got to have somebody. And I'm glad they stepped up.
Ryan Manuel said that Brian Bernardi can make shots with anybody when he's on a roll, when he's feeling it. He said he started looking for him. Were you calling plays for Brian?
No, I told him after he made a couple of jumpers against the zone from one side, I said, go to the other side so maybe they won't recognize you, you know. But no, I didn't call plays for him. I think, you know, it's good that, you know, Ryan's still learning. So it's good that he would recognize the kids making shots. I wish we would have recognized some of their guys were making shots and we weren't helping so much. But, you know, but I'm happy for Brian because, you know, this hasn't been an easy transition for him.
Number 15 for Furman, Brian Irwin, hit 5 3-pointers. Is he one of those guys who you knew if he's in the gym, he's in range, or
oh, no.
Were there mistakes on the perimeter defense?
No, we were aware who the shooters were. We just gave up too much ball penetration, and then we wanted, you know, to do a job on Reddick because, you know, he's a senior and a terrific post player. It was my fault. We overhelped on him, but they got a lot of threes because they had 16 offensive rebounds. That's a hard cover, you know, when you throw it back and you're scrambling around. And then I think from my perspective, Tim scouted the game. He knew everybody and what their strengths were. For me, I didn't help them because usually in the NBA you don't come off for shooters in the corner. You help with your big guys, with your shot blockers, or you fake and get back. Well, we were helping. We had to overhelp, and they did a good job of recognize it. But at the end of the day, every game we play, every practice we're in, there are learning experiences. So I think I would probably do a better job. I think our staff will, of who to help, where the help comes from, who we help on. So this will be a good tape to figure that out.
You mentioned Cannon Cunningham getting a little early foul trouble, but he was 1 rebound short of a double-double. Overall, what were your thoughts on his performance and sort of how he's come along this year under you and your staff?
I think he's been the most consistent player all year. You watch the film, and he's so much better than what you think he is. Just watching the game. It blows my mind. He knows the offense better than anybody. He got defensive principles better than anybody. He's one of the neatest things that's happened to me, just watching him grow. Sean, Sean is real solid and sound as well, but night in and night out, Sean and Cannon execute better than any of our guys, by far. And again, when you watch the film, you realize and appreciate it more.
At one point in the first half, you went for a stretch of several minutes with a small lineup of Jalen and Sean and 3 guards. Was that in response to something Furman did, or was that simply foul trouble dictated getting the big guys off 50 minutes?
No, it's foul trouble because Cannon got, 2 fouls, and we had it kind of figured out. I've been playing Uche as a backup big guy, and even though we got our butts kicked at Wagner, he guarded a tremendous player and did a heck of a job, But tonight, because, we got in foul trouble and we were small, I played Uche at the 3 so we get an extra rebounder in. But fouls dictated us going small. I'm glad you asked. We played great against Loyola, great against Utah here, and great against Utah away. There were some issues in that game that I'm learning about college, but we executed in those games, both ends. Other than that, we can't find 5 guys running to their spots on the break or getting in a set. We might have 3, we might have 2, we might have 4. The last week, we've been showing them and talking about getting to our spots. I thought our execution today was better. We still don't understand time and score, but we did better. And this is the first game in a long time we've had more assists than turnovers. And Jalen had 4, and I don't think any one of them were necessary. But which I thought we tried to do the right thing today, and hopefully, with this time away from school and practice time available to us, hopefully we can execute better. We're playing without a true point. And, when we play in practice and Nick Moore is playing, with the second team, all of a sudden Jordan and Brian and Uche, everybody looks great. But, I think as Nick and Ryan mature a little bit, hopefully we'll execute better.
A couple weeks ago, we sat here, asked you about Nick Russell, who he had struggled shooting. I forget what game it was, but he had struggled shooting, and you said he was still the best player on the floor. Tonight, he gives you 6 points, but he had 7 assists and 2 steals. What did you think of Nick's performance before he fell out?
I'm mad at him today. He didn't get 1 rebound, and that's all we talked about. He didn't get 1, makes the silliest 5th foul, just pulls the guy's shirt. But at the end of the day, he's going to be terrific. He just, Ryan heard what I said. I told us our guards weren't rebounding. Ryan got 6 defensive rebounds. Nick gets zipped. He had 6 assists, no turnovers first half. But he can't, we can't play at our best with him sitting on the bench and not doing what he's capable of doing. So I've always, you can ask Eric and all the guys I coach, your point guard got to have the same thought process that the coaches have. And I really believe he's willing to do that, and we need him to do it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Same to you.